Cuba, Guantanamo Bay, February 6, 1964. Fidel Castro cuts the freshwater supply of the United States Naval Base. 2 million gallons of fresh water a day gone. There is salt water everywhere. But within the 17-mile fence that separates this American outpost from communist Cuba, there is neither well, nor spring, nor river. A vital base for the fleet. 10,500 Americans are threatened. Once again, the world pauses and waits. There is a crisis at Guantanamo. February 8th. The Navy has moved quickly to balance the situation at Guantanamo. A 14-day emergency water supply has been rationed to stretch 25 days. Water tankers and barges have been assigned to bring fresh water from Florida and South America. The President, in this atmosphere of crisis, amid cries of outrage from Congress and the American people, makes his decision. Guantanamo must become completely self-sufficient. The Navy issues orders to its builders, the Bureau of Yards and Docks and Navy Civil Engineer Corps. They must take salt water from the sea and make fresh water from it. The Navy moves at flank speed. From American industry, they must choose a partner, a company with the experience and capability to handle the complex crash program of design, purchasing, manufacturing, and transportation which lies ahead. The assignment goes to the Westinghouse Electric Corporation. The company has been experimenting with conversion of salt water to fresh since 1930, has been building successful desalination plants since 1950. Its international company offices become center of action in one of the most dramatic industrial projects since World War II. Basic plans of the Navy's engineering concept are quickly prepared under Westinghouse direction. The first step will be to dismantle an existing desalination plant built nearly 2 years earlier at Point Loma, California, near San Diego. Reassembled at Guantanamo, the Point Loma plant will supply 750,000 gallons of fresh water a day, 1/3 of what is needed. Second step, add 2 entirely new desalination plants to bring the total output to 2.25 million gallons a day. Third, build a 15,000 kilowatt power station as an integral part of the project, since electric power is a natural partner for desalination. To plan, design, and build such a project would normally take about 3 years. In this case, United States naval effectiveness is at stake. The job must be complete in 13 months. The first fresh water must flow in only 5 months. 20 days after the crisis begins, the Point Loma plant is being dismantled, a 600-ton jigsaw puzzle. Dictators usually underestimate the capability of United States industry. Before Fidel's smile has faded, an entire plant is being moved from one ocean to another, a distance of 3,680 miles. And a new tyrant rises, called a schedule. 3 years' work in 13 months. During the same brief period, contracts for more than 500,000 components are awarded to 120 manufacturers and 400 sub-vendors. And it has been decided that every delivery date will be met without fail. The schedule becomes the dominant, unchangeable force of planning headquarters, a part of thousands of lives. 40 days, and the dismantled Point Loma plant enters Guantanamo Bay. construction team works under the eye of Navy men who view the project for exactly what it is, a hot focal point in a long Cold War. We would not submit to communist tactics here or anywhere in the world. For the Navy, every component that swings into place is a tactical forward step. As Point Loma is reassembled, foundations are poured for the new desalination plants, now nicknamed Gitmo 1 and Gitmo 2. In manufacturing plants across the United States, the bits and pieces of Gitmo 1 and 2 take shape. Here at the huge Westinghouse South Philadelphia plant, the turbines and evaporators are in production. It is a battle with the schedule. For nearly every company which plays a part, the problems are great. There are times when delivery dates seem impossible to meet, but management sets aside other work. Men put in long hours. The Guantanamo plant has become a personal contest between each of these Americans and the dictator of Cuba. The spirit which filled American factories in World War II reappears. Patriotism is as present and powerful as it has ever been. In the factories, the Navy expedites manufacturing. And at planning headquarters, where the schedule dominates every activity, small problems are tracked down before they can become large. Deliver on time. Deliver on time. Pressure, firmness, constant double checking. All are used to keep the schedule. Heavy shipments are timed to go from truck to cargo ship. But when last-minute analysis shows that the ship cannot deliver on schedule, the component is quickly rerouted to Newark Airport. At least once a week, such last-minute parts are placed aboard a commercial air carrier and flown to the Naval Air Base at Norfolk, Virginia. There, they become the responsibility of the Navy Air Cargo Coordinators, who schedule cargo on military air transport planes, which fly components immediately and directly to Guantanamo. During the course of construction, MATS will deliver most of the auxiliary components. On several dramatic occasions, units normally considered too heavy for air shipment. When delivery is a matter of hours, it is they who keep the schedule intact. By midsummer, the desalination and power plant has begun to sketch a new shape against the hills which surround Guantanamo Bay. Steel superstructure has risen to house the turbines and generators. The all-out effort of Americans in mainland factories is equaled here, where men work as Cuban long-range observers watch from the hills. The 8 sections of the Point Loma flash evaporators are soon in place, and the last of the large Point Loma components are being rejoined to the system. As the final touches are given to the Point Loma plant, work moves ahead on Gitmo 1 and Gitmo 2. The schedule, the all-powerful schedule, is being met every step of the way. On July 30th, on schedule, a celebration is held. Rear Admiral Corradi, Chief of Navy Civil Engineers, and Rear Admiral John D. Bulkley, Guantanamo Commander, give the speeches which dedicate the new plant. When Castro accused the Navy of stealing water from Cuba, Admiral Bulkley cut the Cuban water pipeline. Now, just 121 days after startup construction, the admirals speak for a Navy and a nation which moves quickly and effectively to answer challengers. Mrs. Bulkley, wife of the base commander, turns a golden wheel, and fresh water pours in from salty Guantanamo Bay. On this day in July, the job of making Guantanamo completely self-sufficient is still incomplete. The 750,000-gallon output of Point Loma, 1/3 of what is needed, must still be complemented by the output of Gitmo 1 and Gitmo 2. That job is well along. The new Gitmo 1 and Gitmo 2 flash evaporators are already manufactured and moving into place. Guantanamo is a temporary spotlight for desalination, but all across the world there is need for fresh water from the sea to reclaim arid land, to supply water for growing populations. Desalination is moving ahead rapidly. Gitmo 1 needs only 2 sections of flash evaporator to equal the output of Point Loma's 8 sections. A month later, Gitmo 1 is producing fresh water. By year's end, Gitmo 2 and the first turbine generators are in operation. 2.25 million gallons of fresh water a day. Each day, a capability of 360,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. And the most amazing fact of all, the normally 3-year project, scheduled for 13 months, is completed in only 11 months. There are many heroes in the story of the Guantanamo desalination and power plant. For all of them, the symbol of accomplishment is a simple schedule. It took courage and confidence to make the schedule. It took supreme effort by thousands of men to meet it, and in the end, to outperform it. That schedule has now become the record of a high accomplishment by the unbeatable partnership of the United States Navy and American industry.